Welcome back. We've now cold fermented our dough overnight and it's time to begin our proofing. But remember, the proof time is temperature dependent. So if you'd like to speed that up and you have a proofing button in your oven, now is the time to use it. However, I find it sometimes gets a little too warm. So I will leave it in there for maybe an hour and then I often turn the temperature off and just leave the light on. And that really works well. So how can I really tell if my dough is done proofing? Well, there are lots of signs to look out for. Number one, we have our sample dough. It will give us a clue of when our dough is done proofing. It will have lots of bubbles on the side and look like a sponge and will have risen usually double of its height. And then once we find that that happens, then we can pull out our dough and have a look at it. And it will almost double, if not more, in size and rise up the side of the bowl significantly. You'll notice it starts to pull away from the edges. You can see that here in the sample and the edges of the bowl or the banneton, and it will get the slightly domed appearance. You'll find that the dough feels airy and soft and almost like a soft sponge. Then you can do the finger poke test. And in this test, you just poke with your finger and it will dent your dough. And if it slowly comes back up, then you know it's perfectly proofed and your proofing time is now over. So when you feel your proof time is just about finished, cover your dough back up and it's time to chill. You're going to refrigerate it for about 45 minutes until your oven preheats to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 232 degrees Celsius. And place your Dutch oven or baking stone, whichever you're preferring to use, and preheat it to the right temperature. And when you take it out of the fridge, once the oven is warmed up, you'll directly score it and bake it directly out of the refrigerator, just like we're going to do now. As soon as our oven is heated up, I hope you're as excited as I am for you to make a beautiful, tasty, artesian, gluten-free sourdough loaf. See you soon.